Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to see you all here again. And I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening, wherever you are watching this from. Tonight is a special night for me, because I decided to stop by a toy store to pick out a gift for my little nephew. He has just come back from living abroad, and it has been such a long time since I last saw him. I can still remember the days when he was just a small boy running around the house. And now, after so many years apart, I finally get the chance to see him again. That's why tonight I want to do something meaningful, something that shows my excitement and love by choosing a special toy that will make him smile. There's something so warm about buying a gift for a child you care about. It feels like a way to bridge the gap of time we've spent apart, and to remind him that even though distance kept us away, the bond of family has never disappeared. The toy store I walked into tonight is bright, colorful, and full of energy. As soon as I stepped inside, I felt like I was being pulled back into childhood myself. Everywhere I looked, there were shelves stacked with dolls, action figures, puzzles, cars, robots, stuffed animals, and so many more creative toys that seemed to sparkle under the store's lights. The aisles stretched out, each one leading to a different kind of adventure. And I couldn't help but smile as I wandered through them. It reminded me of the times when I was a kid, walking into a toy store with wide eyes, overwhelmed by the possibilities, not knowing where to start because everything seemed amazing. And tonight, as I walked through, I thought about my nephew and imagined the look on his face when he received a gift chosen just for him. I started by exploring the section with toy cars and trucks. They were lined up in neat rows, shining under the lights, each one designed with so much detail. Some were race cars with bright flames painted on the sides. Others were construction trucks with moving parts, and some were police cars with flashing lights. I remembered how much I loved toy cars as a kid, racing them across the floor and imagining I was part of some grand adventure. I thought about whether my nephew would enjoy this kind of toy, and I could almost picture him zooming cars around, building little roads, and creating stories in his own imagination. Then I moved on to the action figures and superhero section. There were rows and rows of familiar characters, superheroes from movies, anime figures, robots with weapons and wings, and even classic characters that have been loved for generations. I paused there for a while, because I know kids today are fascinated by superheroes, and I wondered if my nephew had a favorite character. It's been so long since I've talked to him that I don't even know his current favorite show or toy, but that's part of the excitement, choosing something that might surprise him and make him feel even more special. The stuffed animals section was another place I explored. Large teddy bears sat in the corner, soft rabbits with long ears leaned against shelves, and colorful plush characters filled baskets. There was something comforting about this section, almost like the toys were inviting me to take one home. I thought about whether my nephew, even though he's getting a bit older, might still like having a stuffed toy to hug, especially since it's a gift from his uncle after such a long time apart. As I wandered through the store, I realized that choosing a gift wasn't just about picking something fun. It was also about showing him that I remembered what it's like to be his age, that I cared enough to walk through all these aisles, to think carefully, and to choose with love. This gift would carry a piece of my heart, a reminder that I've missed him, and that I want to celebrate his return by giving him something that brings joy. The store was filled with families too. I saw parents holding their children's hands as they guided them through the aisles. Some kids pointed excitedly at toys they wanted, while others hugged a plush animal tightly, unwilling to let go. Watching these families made me smile, because it reminded me that toys are not just objects. They're moments of joy, sparks of imagination, and memories waiting to be made. A child doesn't just play with a toy. They create stories, adventures, and dreams through them. And as I thought of my nephew, I wanted him to have something that would encourage his creativity and bring him happiness. I also noticed the educational toys section. There were puzzles, building blocks, and science kits that encourage kids to learn while having fun. This section made me think about how important it is to not just give a toy, but something that also helps a child grow. Maybe my nephew would appreciate a toy that challenges his mind, sparks his curiosity, or even introduces him to a new hobby. I thought about how toys like these can inspire kids to dream about what they want to become in the future. I walked slowly through the aisles, enjoying the atmosphere, taking my time. Each toy I picked up, I imagined how my nephew might react to it. Would his eyes widen with excitement? Would he laugh out loud? Would he hug it close? Every possibility filled me with anticipation and happiness. Even though it was just a simple toy store visit, it felt like something bigger, an act of love, a reunion gift, a symbol of family connection. Finally, after much thought and walking around, I settled on a toy that felt right. It was a combination of fun and creativity, something I believed would light up his face. Holding it in my hands, I felt satisfied, because I knew this wasn't just a purchase. It was a message to my nephew. I missed you, I'm glad you're back, and I want you to know that I care. As I made my way to the cashier, I thought about the moment I would hand him the gift. I could already see his smile in my mind, hear his laughter, and feel the warmth of that family bond being renewed. Moments like this remind me that family is one of the most precious things in life. We might live far apart, we might get caught up in our busy schedules, but love always finds its way back. Tonight, in this toy store, with this small but meaningful gift, I felt that love stronger than ever. After paying for the toy, I walked out of the store into the cool night air, holding the bag tightly. The city lights shone brightly around me, but in my heart, the brightest light was the thought of seeing my nephew again after so long. This little gift was more than just a toy. It was a piece of my heart, a piece of our bond, a new memory waiting to be created. Thank you so much for joining me on this little journey tonight. I hope you enjoyed walking through the toy store with me, seeing the different sections, and feeling the love and excitement I had while picking out a gift for my nephew. Sometimes, life is made beautiful, not by grand gestures, but by simple acts of love like this. Choosing a toy, thinking of someone dear, and preparing to bring a smile to their face. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it, leave me a comment about a memorable gift you've given or received, and subscribe if you haven't already, so we can keep sharing these personal and meaningful experiences together. Until next time, thank you again for being here, take care of yourselves, cherish your loved ones, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye for now, my friends.